everybody. Welcome back to Hold Your Peace. My name is Bruce Gray. I'm joined here by the lovely Kelly Ryan. Kelly, hello.
Hello.
How's it going? You're really on my ass this morning.
On his ass, he says, after I made you what? The best egg and cheese sandwich you've probably ever had in your life?
It was an egg and cheese sandwich I've had in my life. No, I'm kidding. It was very delicious, and I'm very thankful for those. I'm thankful for the little things in life.
We have to be.
I'm a simple man.
We have to be thankful for the little things in this lifetime, because the big things, well, notoriously, they don't go well. So you have to enjoy. Can I ask you this, though? Because when I make the egg and cheese in the morning and I'm doing it on an English muffin, are you like the English muffin, or you want more of a toasted bread? Do you want a bagel? Do you want a croissant?
I think I don't want a croissant. I never want a croissant. I think a croissant sandwich is a cop-out. You know when you see a platter of croissant sandwiches, you just know they were trying to get rid of croissants. Croissants, it's not supposed to be eaten with a sandwich. We can talk about this ad nauseum.
You give me a croissant sandwich, I go, somebody went to Costco.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would rather you get a pinwheel. Get a pinwheel. If we're talking croissant sandwich and pinwheels in the same family, and that's what I'd rather have.
I didn't know you were a pin. I had never met a.
I'm a pinhead, dog.
I had never met a pinwheel person until I met you.
I love pinwheels.
There's so many things about you that I had never seen anyone do. And then I met you and I went, oh, people are doing this.
Do you have examples beyond pinwheels?
Your chili verde situation.
What? Well, chili verde it's not a popular. It's a popular dish. It's a regional dish. I feel we could have this argument all over again, but it's a Central California specific deal. Everywhere it's big in Central California, and not as much everywhere else.
Yeah. So I had never met someone like that. I had never. Let's see, what else do you do? That I go, what? I
mean, we can get into this completely. There's plenty of things, especially your family, who I love, but I don't know if I'd ever been around prim and proper people before whatever. I remember vividly going to your family's house for Easter the first time, and your mom busting out left, right, center, and me being ready to go because I'm like, all right, I'm about to get my lick back, about to get some money going, and then instead of money there was jelly beans as currency. That was something I'd never seen before.
Yeah, and I'd never seen it played with dollar bills.
What? That's what you do. No, you're supposed to gamble.
Apparently. I didn't know that.
Family gatherings are supposed to devolve into gambling at some point, people.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. In my house, my mom is such a pure, innocent person that she's like, why would you want to play for money when we could play for Hershey's Kisses?
Yeah. No, I was pissed. I was like, man, when do you guys start arguing?
Hey, we don't.
Yeah. Hey, when do we start turning it up a little bit in here?
We're a very argumentative family.
Where's the fireball? I think you are a very argumentative family. It's just not about big things. It's about the little things as far as a pinwheel or this or that or who's on first, that kind of thing. But
yeah, we don't. Well, because on the big things we all agree on. So there's no real reason to. So we have to find something else to argue about.
So you know what my family does? My family, they disagree on everything and they like the fight. But you know what my family's good about is saving it for later and then never bringing it up. Like, we'll talk about this later. And then or my mom, we would be in trouble as kids and she'd be like, when I get home, I'm gonna fucking. And then she would get home and be like, everything was chill, you know?
Really?
Yeah. Oh, talk a big game.
In my household, if something needs to be talked about, you're talking about it at length.
Yeah, but you're talking about it in like a therapy way, not in like a screaming way.
Oh, yeah. No, you're at the kitchen table for hours.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to my room. I'm getting away from all this. No, it just, everybody was causing mayhem, and so somebody else's mayhem would distract from yours.
Oh, so you were just waiting. Like, if you messed up as a kid, were you just waiting for one of your sisters to mess up?
They would mess up way more than me.
Oh,
because they were a little bit older, so they had more room to be bad. So, like, they were in high school and they were getting in trouble for stuff, and then I would be like, "Oh, cool! Now's my chance to get away with my lesser things."
Oh, so you would use them as kind of like a cover?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'd go into my room and fuck. Do whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we were me, Allie, and Andrew, my siblings. For those of you who don't know, were not bad kids. But I know you were a bad kid.
But you're bad adults.
We're bad adults. Yeah, that's kind of what happened.
No, I was mischievous. I am mischievous to this day.
I know.
I like mischief. It's exciting.
To be mischievous?
Yeah.
Mischievous.
Even this weekend, I took a bunch of pens from the business center at the hotel. That's mischievous.
Listen, if stuff is free, I'm taking everything from the hotel room.
Oh, the hotel. I don't take anything from the hotel room. I don't need anything from the hotel.
You don't take like
no,
the
I don't use the soap. I bring my own body wash. I don't like
you say you don't use it, and then all of a sudden it's in your suitcase when you need it. That's
not it. I bring my own. I don't like using the body wash in the room at the hotel. I don't know what's been going on with that.
They changed it. They changed it to where it's all in those dispensers.
I don't like that.
But now, because I'm going, okay, but couldn't someone unscrew this and poison me?
I could pee in that like no problem.
You literally cannot pee. No, because you get.
I do.
I pee can't
like
take the bottle out.
But you can undo the thing, and then you can just start peeing.
Well, no, or you could pee in a cup and then pour it in. You wouldn't have to try to climb on top of it.
I don't climb on top of it. I go freestyle and I pee. You've seen this before. You've seen me pee long.
I literally have not.
You literally have, and
not
you told me to stop.
Though.
I could up. You've seen
up.
it. You've seen me take a few steps back from the urinal and go from downtown. You know you have. Yes, you have.
I've never seen it go up before. It can't do that.
Yes, it can.
No, you don't have. You don't have the fucking. What's it called? The horsepower.
The horsepower. That's mischievous. That's fun. Let's say you're taking like a beer pee. Where that's a strong one. You slowly take a few steps back. Now you're Steph Curry from behind the 3-point line. Into the urinal.
Or you're getting into your sports references before we have our guest on today?
Yeah, I'm tapping in right now. But everything's great, would you say?
Sure. I mean, everything, between you and I, yeah.
Everything between us is great. It's the outside. It's the outside world that keeps trying to hamper us down and stop us.
Yeah, but it can't. It can't.
I don't know. It's nice. It's what we need to do is we need to do stuff. We need to pre-record on here for like future events that we think might happen in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and then, like guess, and then if it does happen,
we're we do a big thing on like how Ariana Grande broke her wrist or something. You know what I'm saying?
Why would what?
I don't know. She's in the news.
That was a crazy example of something big that would happen.
Well, that's what we could be like. Oh my God, can you believe Ariana Grande broke her wrist? And then we talk about it for a quick minute, and then we just have stuff ready to go. Like, oh my God, we just bombed Canada.
Why would we? But we're not going to do that.
You don't know.
I'm pretty sure we're not.
We literally could, and
we could.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At this point, we
prepared.
could do anything.
We just got to be prepared. I think
we got no rhyme or reason.
But I think everything between us is good.
Yeah, that's what these first.
Are we good?
First, are we okay?
This is couples therapy, which you'll never find me in.
Oh yeah, you know what? If
because we would sit down and they would start talking about my business, and I'd be like, "You need to mind your own motherfucking business." That's what I would say. I'd get on the therapist's ass.
Well, no, I feel like if we were fighting to that degree, I'd be like, "All right, like you go out of town for a minute, I'll go out of town for a minute, we'll reconvene."
Yeah.
But as someone who's gone to therapy by herself, having another person there sounds so annoying.
Yeah, and I think I would be trying to win the whole time.
Yeah.
I would be like, come on, dog.
No, because you'd be like trying to make the therapist laugh and just get on your side.
I'd be like, you're my boy.
And that's why we would pick a woman.
Or, no, it'd have to be a non-binary person. A very non-binary person.
Like really a 50-50.
Like really right down the middle. A little bit
of
this, a little bit of that. Maybe even a half a beard on one side and then nothing on the other side, Makeup on the other side.
Makeup on the other side.
Because then whenever they're talking to me, they could turn one way, and they're talking to you, they could turn the other way.
There's someone that does a bit like that. Isn't there? That girl that has like a one woman
Natalie
show. Natalie something. Hey, shout out.
Shout out Natalie something. She's on the Progressive.
Natalie Palamides.
Thank you, Aaron.
Nice,
Aaron, everybody. Give it up for Aaron. Thank you very much. She is very funny and very talented. Shout out to you.
Yes.
And your two-face thing.
Yeah. She's got like one side that's a woman, one side that's a man, and then I believe she alternates in the play or whatever.
That is fun.
That is fun.
What do we say we bring our guest in? Do you have anything else you need to get off your chest?
No, I'm excited to bring this guy in.
I am too. A very close personal friend of ours. I love this man dearly, as do you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike Turner, everybody.
Woo!
you're from Bakersfield. I'm from Cincinnati, but I feel like you're from where I'm from.
Yeah.
That's like, and I don't know. You've traveled the country enough, don't you feel like when you go back to Bakersfield, that's like you're like central. You're more Midwest.
You're middle America.
You're more Midwest than a lot of Midwest cities.
I think Bakersfield is Americana in general. There's every little. There's a lot of places that I go that I'm like, oh, this is very like you're saying.
Central Valley in general, from like Bakersfield all the way up to like even Stockton. Really, it's like this is America. People talk smack about California like they don't know what's going on. It's like, dude, come on through to Fresno.
Try.
See what happens.
I dare you to take the 99.
I calculate things by chain restaurants, and Bakersfield, everything is chain restaurants.
It
takes forever to get to a Chili's in this city. In this city, you got to go to Manhattan Beach. You got to go.
Sister, I know exactly where the closest one is. Yeah,
there's one in Burbank, right?
I go to the one in Long Beach whenever I'm down there at the Laugh Factory.
I thought you were going to say when I'm down, like when you're sad.
When I'm really down.
When I'm sad.
First of all, both. Yeah, I'm never happy in Long Beach.
Bakersfield is so chained out that they test products for Taco Bell. I had the Doritos Locos Tacos before you guys even knew what fucking hit you.
I got a buddy at Arizona State who was a roommate for a while, and he would brag about that. He's like, dude, I knew about a place called JBX. I was like, what's JBX?
Oh, yeah.
It was like Jack in the Box Extra. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
JBX
he would like
Grill,
brag about it. I was like, all right, man.
Wait, was he from the one from Bakersfield as well?
He was from Bakersfield. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike. Literally, I've been. Oh, you were there too. Whenever we were in Phoenix and we went to somebody's house, I forget off the top of my head. Brock something.
My buddy. Yeah, his buddy.
You. But it was just. I came and I was like, dude, I know you. Yes. I was like, you're friends with my sister, right? Mm-hmm. It was very odd.
Yeah,
that day sticks out to me.
Oh, dude, show him somebody from Bakersfield region. He gets excited.
I remember that day so vividly in my mind because we were in Phoenix doing shows. It was 1,000,000 degrees out, and you were like, dude, we're going to a house with a pool, and I was like, this is perfect.
Yes.
And then I got down to my fucking skivvies and I jumped in the pool, and it was hotter than any jacuzzi I've ever been in my life. It was out of control.
Yeah, it's like a bad bathtub. Like it's not like the peak of the bathtub. It's like when it's like 80 and you're like, I should get out of this bathtub. That's jumping in the pool.
Yeah.
It didn't feel right.
But then we went to the wings place.
Oh, did we go to JT's?
We went
JT's
to
Bar and
JT's.
Grill.
Yes, you're welcome.
JT's Bar and Grill in Phoenix, best wings I've ever had in my life.
I say this a lot. Some people give me pushback. I think sometimes, you know how it is too. Sometimes you just get a bad batch or a different cook or something like that. But I go there every time. It's so consistently.
I also think that we went there during the day. We're a little bit hungover, and we're like, let's go grab some food, but let's grab a drink or two first. And it
just hit.
Honestly, I think that's the perfect situation to be trying a really good thing where people are like, this is fucking great.
Yes.
You're hungover. You have 2 cocktails. Next thing you know, you're eating the wings.
Phoenix, the capital of, in my opinion, good foodie city, sneaky foodie city. I lived there for 15 years, and it's the best elevated bar food. The bar food that you get in like grimy little hole in the walls, like that's a hole in the wall dive bar. But it's great bar food, and there's a lot of places like that. Harvey's Wine Burger, JT's. I could go on and on.
To be clear, though, we are not confusing what you're saying with a gastropub.
No. This is like actually bar food.
Yes, I think a lot of people believe that a gastropub is bar food, and it is not.
No.
Gastropub, probably my least favorite kind of.
I'm never excited.
Unless the only time I'm happy is when it's one that let's say their kitchen's open till 12 something, and you're in a fucking pinch.
I don't need my burger bun to be branded.
That part, I don't need the bun to be elevated. I want to get eyes on the cook. I want to. I want to be at the like a gastropub has a hidden kitchen back behind a wall. Dude, I want to be sitting at the bar, and I want to know that this guy is struggling. He's in the weeds, but he's kind of locked in, and he's focused because he's been there before.
Yeah.
And he's not missing a beat. I said medium rare on the burger. It came out proper.
Let me ask you a question. Just this isn't part of the program, but you're wanting to get eyes on that cook. What let's say.
I want them white. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Not just like type. What kind of like what character?
I want them white, but I trust a Mexican.
I was about to say. Let me say this. If I'm looking for 3 different archetypes as a cook of what I'll accept any Latino.
I will
across the board.
I agree with that. Like any body type, whatever. Yes.
I will accept white guy, facial hair, bandana.
I like that. Yeah. I like also a little bit. I don't want him put together. I want which kind of the bandana is the most put together thing he has. And then
I want him to be sweating.
I want him to be sweating, and I want a little bit of I don't want the beard to be trimmed. I want a little bit of disarray.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want a disheveled, heavyset white man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a bandana. I wouldn't trust, like, that's why you don't trust Dane Cook in that waiting. You're like, no, he's too good looking.
Well,
he's too put together.
Too good looking, and if he's that good looking and he's working there, what kind of trouble has he had in his life that put him in this?
Also, give me an earring. Give me an earring.
One earring.
Oh, really?
A piercing of some sort.
hoop, a gold hoop.
Yeah.
I
I
go,
also will accept pretty much across the board heavyset woman.
Oh, I got some pushback on that. Why don't we get to the questions? No, I'm kidding. No, honestly.
Specifically the heavy set part.
I
don't
also
like that.
I like when they're mean. I like a place. So like, there's a spot called Harvey's in Phoenix, and I remember I told all the guys, I was like, the place is great, the service is whatever, and they're like, I don't know, man, it can't be that bad. And then the woman comes up, she is as crabby as you can be. The first interaction is like, whoa, are we even supposed to be here? And then everybody orders their drink, and one of my guys says, we're all ready to order as well. And she says, why don't you give me a moment? I'll be back. Yeah. And I was like, electric. Didn't I tell you? They're horrible people. We were ready to go. And she's like, well, I'm not ready to take your order. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, but I don't like the kitschy mean. The
I like
place you go where they're like, what's up, you fucking dildos? What do you order?
Hate that.
Yeah.
Dicks.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that. Like when they're like, this is our personality.
Yeah.
No, that woman was that mean all day.
I would love to see the HR stuff at Dick's for whenever the waiter goes too far. Do you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, I don't know why you had to.
That's a big HR department.
I don't know why you had to bring race into it. When you're like, just.
I want you to be mean organically. I don't want you to be mean because you're co-signed by corporate. I want it to be like that's just who you are.
Yes.
You're mean because you're confident in the product that you're putting out.
Yes.
Yes.
That's how good this food is that I can be this mean.
Yes.
Yes. Shout out to Harvey's, 16th and Osborne in Phoenix. Go pull
and
up.
then you probably have the same thing. And me and Kelly almost take pride in this, especially if we're like on, let's say, vacation or whatever. This just happened to us whenever we were in Hawaii. We were talking about it. We went to this dive bar. Shout out to Shark Shack in Kona.
That sounds good.
Unbelievable dive bar. But the bartender, not a great attitude on her when we walk in. And hey, that's okay.
That is fine.
That person is easily won over by being a normal person and not being a dickhead tourist.
Yes, you gain trust.
And you go there. You go there a few times.
Yes.
I agree.
You ordered the same thing, no confusion. And then they go, okay, I know that they're gonna be well behaved ish. And then once they start telling you, because that's what happened. She started telling us about her day, and we're like, we're in.
Oh,
She just bought the bar. She's taking over. It's a big thing.
Really? The Sharkies?
Shark Shack in
Shark
Kona.
Shack?
Best, truly maybe one of the best dive bar experiences I've ever had. Because we were watching,
This is a dive bar table, by the way, right now.
Oh,
we're a huge dive. I didn't actually forget about us.
Waves were coming in and hitting the break wall right there directly across the street. It's a little 2-lane road. And so everyone's in the bar. It's almost like stadium seating.
Yeah.
Watching tourists get soaked by the waves hitting the wall. Literally,
Incredible.
everybody would see the wave come and be like, oh, and then it would hit him. It was like a celebration.
It's companionship.
It was
really
a tough
incredible.
one, though, because someone was coming by with a stroller, and we're all going, all right,
Oh, no.
where do we...
No,
Take the baby.
Yeah, I'm throwing a flag on the floor. Like, no, we're not doing this one.
I love it.
All right, let's get right into it. I feel like we know some of the answers to these, but we'll let the fine people at home know
gotta
these.
know.
Mike Turner, where would you say you're from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
You claim Cincinnati through and through. Even because when did you move to Phoenix?
18 years old.
Gotcha.
So I born and raised Cincinnati, Ohio. Did all my public school nonsense.
Yeah.
And went to college at Arizona State.
I see. Gotcha.
And then you just don't go back.
Right.
I go back, but I go back a lot.
But you're
probably back like 4, 5, 6 times a year.
You're a big homer. I think me and you
Yes.
have that in common, that we're both homers for places that aren't that respected.
Yes,
I would say.
Yeah, but that is usually the type of people that come out of there. Unless you had a crappy growing up, then like that's the thing. Like I like where I'm from. People are always like, "Oh, I hated that." It's like, well, you probably sucked in high school.
Yeah.
I had a fun time. I love Cincinnati. I have good memories of even bad sports teams, and and also Cincinnati is just one of those cities like the Buffaloes of the world, or like Pittsburgh's, Cleveland's. Like when you're from there, it's like unfortunately, there's a personality attached to it that some people are bothered by it, but it's like, man, I love it.
Yeah.
I love being from where I'm from, and I always say that Cincinnati is a great place to be from.
It's not a great place to live.
Good place to get on out of too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who's top Cincinnati celebrity?
Pete Rose. But
is he from Cincinnati as well?
Buddy.
Yeah.
Come on. Buddy. Come on.
And we're just going to come out right now and say that you across the board forgive Pete Rose for everything he's ever done.
Look, 4,000 hits. Come on. 4,256. Let's go, baby.
It's like 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong.
Yeah. Well, no, like you got the athletes are a lot of the ones that we attach to, like the Pete Rose, Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Larkin, all born in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Wow, yeah.
And went to, like, Barry Larkin and Ken Griffey went to my rival high school.
Really?
Yeah, we had a private all-boys school, Moeller High School.
Did you go to private all-boys school?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got laid in high school.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Come on.
It's the future, pal.
These guys. We were real cool back then. No, no, I went to public school. And then, but yeah, those like the athletes. And then the fun ones from Cincinnati, like Jerry Springer was the mayor of Cincinnati for a little bit.
Yeah.
Carmen Electra.
Wow.
Whoa.
Really shit him.
See, that's big to me.
Is that
Carmen Electra, yeah. Is that the first bite for you?
Yeah, that's pretty much you're naming all these now. Going, big fan of all of them.
And then Nick Lachey, obviously, 98
Wow.
degrees. We did all right.
98 Degrees had, what was their big hit? They had a moment.
I Do Cherish You.
I
and
Do,
then
yeah. There was one more that I think
Sunshine Under the Rain.
Yeah, they were right there.
Invisible Man.
Invisible Man. You know what the issue with 98 Degrees is?
It's all because of you.
This is everyone's favorite part of a podcast, by the way, where people try to sing a song and they're trying to remember.
I just played 98
issue-
Degrees on YouTube the other day. I'm not going to lie.
The issue with 98 Degrees
Oh, there's
is-
only one.
There's only one. It's bad SEO, the degrees sign. You can't, 98 degrees.
Oh,
the
sure.
circle. Nobody knows where to find that
is
thing on it.
So
wasn't this
hard to
pre-internet?
type in.
It wasn't pre-internet, but it was pre-like when internet mattered.
I mean,
98
Yeah.
Degrees, you're right.
look at him now. Nick Lachey's probably killing it now.
Oh, he could run for mayor of
He
Cincinnati.
is,
probably
isn't
win.
he doing Love is Blind?
Yeah, he's doing fine.
He's
Yeah.
the host of Love is Blind?
Yeah, him and his wife,
yeah.
I think.
Wow.
I don't watch the show.
He's done well. Nick
yeah.
Lachey has done well. His brother, Drew, I'm sure he's fine.
Drew Lachey.
I saw the ugly one from 98 Degrees at the Skyline Chili one time. And honestly, that's a
huge.
Cincy celeb.
I
It
would
was
say
big.
that's a big Cincinnati
It moved the
moment.
meter.
Yeah.
There was a girl, one time I remember we were at a party in college, and this girl was like, yeah, my mom or my stepmom used to actually date one of the Backstreet Boys. And everybody was like, oh, shit. And they were like, who? And she was like, Kevin.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, ugh.
Kevin. Howie somehow would have been better, which is, I mean that in the
Saying a
most
lot.
disrespectful way to Howie.
Dated the one that is seemingly their uncle?
Yeah. AJ would have been cool. He probably would have beat you, though.
Hey, you can get away with it, I guess. If you're, no, never mind.
He
That's
had
bad
a
thing to say about-
substance abuse issue.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
AJ? Yeah.
That's probably the Backstreet Company.
I was a Backstreet guy. I didn't know if that was on the questions, but
I was a Backstreet guy over NSYNC.
I was as well.
NSYNC, even though it was only a couple like years apart, it felt new age. It felt very like, oh, they're trying to fucking beat us, fucking.
In sync.
Yeah.
You were in.
You were in sync?
I like Britney. I was not involved in the
wow.
I was not a very boy band.
Oh, interesting.
Person. I like the girls. I like
It's like Mandy Moore and
Mandy
like
Moore,
Christina Aguilera.
yeah.
That was a good era for them
Yeah.
too. They never had the group. It was weird. The boy bands were all the guys were all boy bands, and then they maybe split off.
Yeah.
But Backstreet Boys,
Women can't get along.
cohesive group. Yeah, they always had. Hey, come on, brother.
I tricked you.
I love
Come on.
Destiny's Child though too.
Destiny's Child was great, but they were always just Beyonce and two
They
to three
were
other
waiting to
bitches.
break off.
Yeah. Kelly Rowland is very strong, but there was the
Yeah.
other 1 to 2 were always questionable. But Backstreet Boys, because my sister was a huge Backstreet Boys, so then our household was Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
But then you look back in hindsight and you're like, Justin Timberlake, what an artist. They were actually writing their own. Nobody in Backstreet Boys wrote one
Can
of
I
the
ask
songs.
you
Yeah.
one question about this? We don't have to harp on it for too long, and maybe for all of you guys. You might say 98 Degrees. If you were going to pick your second to even third tier number one boy band, who you going with? I'm talking O-Town,
First
Savage
of all,
Garden, 98 Degrees.
These guys aren't even number one for me. I'm just saying these are the boy bands of the late 90s, early 2000s. The greatest boy band of all time is an argument between Boyz II Men and New Edition.
Okay.
But
you're not wrong.
yeah,
I'm
and
just
Boyz II Men was my one.
I'm a New Edition guy personally, but
Well, with that New Edition walk, so Boyz II Men could
but
run.
Boyz II Men, a little horny for my liking.
Horny? Oh yeah. But New Edition. New Edition wasn't rock hard the whole time.
I'm talking about young New Edition. I'm talking about Cool It
Candy
now.
Girl.
I'm talking about Candy Girl.
Yeah.
They
It's
were
Mr. Telephone Man.
They were after all of us, but I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. The way One Direction
Oh,
came in
so
and-
I'm so like that's such a
Yeah,
blind
I'm
spot
off.
for me.
I
I'm
literally,
off that.
well, I was, they came in like 4 years after I graduated high school, or like 3,
I don't
4,
even know, yeah.
whatever.
I was a
But
Savage Garden.
I was
guy.
thinking it was
the
a
way
college.
that they
Savage Garden
took over everything because there was no one else in the market doing it.
Yeah.
Like back when NSYNC, Backstreet Boy, there were like multiple boy bands, but they were the only one this time.
I also go OG, the original. So you went to the Future, like the most recent one?
Yeah.
Because we are also just blind spot for all of K-pop because they're just, what they're doing with it now is
good for them.
crazy.
Crazy.
It's off my radar.
But the OG, the other way, the original boy band, the Eagles.
Wow.
Those are just 5 guys that liked harmonizing
I
together.
swear to God, I thought you were going to say Jesus.
The 12 disciples of the apostles.
Let's hit these here,
All right.
Mike.
Cincinnati.
You're familiar with your relationship status. You're in
Yes.
a relationship. And you know what? I did the same thing for Alec Flynn. I'm going to let you sit here and just tell everybody out there that even though you do have an Asian girlfriend, that isn't who you are.
I'm more than that. I'm more than just a dude in a Seattle relationship.
No, your girlfriend's great. Very, very fun lady.
Yes, she's great. I'm in a deeply committed relationship. We live together. We love each other, and it's great.
How long into, because you guys have been together for what?
So
3 years?
this would be our fuckiversary. Was
Whoa.
January of this year.
Damn,
I'll let
dog.
you do that
Let's go.
together. That was
Fuckiversary?
good job, everybody.
But then our anniversary, the day that I asked her to be my formal girlfriend, which was
3 weeks ago.
a month after. A month after I showed her Sleepless in Seattle, and then we went to New York City, and then I asked her to be my girlfriend on top of the Empire State Building. Shout out to T. Hanks. Shout out to Meg Ryan.
Wow.
Yeah, a little bit of a romantic. I told you, boys to men.
Hey,
#1.
yeah.
Wait, let me ask you this though: did you pay for this whole trip to New York City?
It was comedy was involved, but yeah, I
Nice.
paid. No, you know what? Honestly, at that point, probably we split a lot. We're probably more of
Yeah.
a modern
What's that
relationship.
have to do with anything?
Well,
Yeah.
no, I'm just saying it gives kind of like I flew my girl out to New York City.
Yeah.
I invited my girl.
I invited
Yeah.
her with me. Well,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
like
yeah.
4 months in, and I was like, "Come to New York City with me." That was early on to be traveling. To that, and then I definitely paid for the flight and. I don't know what we did lodging wise though. I think she helped with that a lot though.
Yeah.
So we're kind of a modern relationship in that way because at the end of the day we're all comics. We're in between checks.
Yeah.
But I've gotten some bigger ones since she's met me, and we've taken care of things.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So we'll be coming up on our 3-year anniversary, and yeah, it's great. She's.
Do you celebrate the fuckiversary?
You know what's
I don't
funny?
know why the fuckiversary sounds like an album.
You know what's funny is we didn't
The
intentionally
fuckiverse.
do it, but you know how cute we are? We ended up being unintentionally. I invited her to come with me to Seattle on a whim. We went for 5 days, and we spent 5 days in Seattle. It ended up randomly, we thought about it afterwards, like late in January, because January 27th was our fuckiversary. And
I'm so glad I know this now.
Yeah. And then we get back from Seattle, and I was like, baby, that's. First of all, I asked you to be my girlfriend on top of the Empire State Building based on the film Sleepless in Seattle. We ended up being in Seattle unintentionally for our fuckiversary, and we had one of the best trips we've had as a couple.
Did you coin this term?
No, I don't know. We've used it together because we have both, and then we have the anniversary, which is May 1st.
Wow. Okay. What would you say makes this one work more than others in the past?
Honest and open, brutal communication and honesty from day one.
Yeah.
I think in the past I had been with women where, there's like that. There's a first couple months where you maybe lie about things because you don't know how they'll take it, because you don't want to ruin what the momentum of this is, and
Yes.
there's warts involved in your life, or there are like things that you should be more honest with. The best thing that her and I did that we did it unintentionally again, and we probably loose with the term like fuckiversary, because what we were doing for the first 5 months was an open relationship in Los Angeles.
Wow.
And
An open relationship or just not being official?
an open relationship. Whoa. So we were definitely we chose each other at the end of every night, but like I was out there. It was also a weird one where I was out there in these streets in Los Calles, and then but she was like going on dates with guys, full dates, and then like hitting me up mid dinner. She was like, "Hey, this guy took me here. Do you want anything? Here's the menu he's buying." And like,
so you guys are scammers, is what you are.
Oh, it was great. Well, but she was awesome. She didn't want to add any
big ideas.
She didn't want to add any bodies to her repertoire, so she never really actually ended up going home with any of these guys. Maybe some making out, maybe some light touching. I don't know. I don't ask a lot of those questions, but I was out there really doing stuff. But then, like, I remember like
hand stuff, over the pants stuff.
Underpants, in the pants. And I remember having a moment where I had had a fun night, but she had like a full date that ended up going. We always had good communication, and after I was like, "Yo, you were on this date for like 5-6 hours." I was like, "That's way worse than what I'm doing. I don't even know the chick's name that just gave me a blower. You're building rapport with this guy." You got inside jokes with this guy? That's cheating. That's messed up. You are wrong.
You make me sick.
So I had to close it. I
closed it. Yeah.
I closed the relationship.
Well, it is funny. I mean, there's a certain. I was gonna say that there's a certain security, I guess, that you'd have to have within yourself to be like. It's one thing, like you're saying, getting a blower in the street, which that's everybody enjoys. But
an alley BJ.
But the. Being like, oh yeah, go ahead and go out with that guy. I know that I'm the man.
It was tough.
Yeah, it's impossible.
It was
That's why it doesn't work.
And then 100%. Well, it was fun, but that was a long-winded way of saying we had to be honest within the first 4 months about things that I've never been honest with somebody about. If I hooked up with somebody, she had the right to ask who it was, what we did, and her Instagram. So I had to be hooking up with people that were as hot or hotter than her, which is not an easy thing, as we know. And my girl is a 10. I don't know how to say that in Vietnamese, but I'm a big 2-camera guy.
Now, which one's my camera?
But we were honest about things that I'd never had to be honest with in the front end of relationships.
Yeah,
and that helps me be honest with everything.
Course.
Yeah.
But now it's easy to be honest. If I could be honest about that, I could tell you everything. So
yeah,
it's great.
Yeah,
God.
That's great. I also
big ideas over here. Unless some guy's like, hey, I'll take you down to Lowry's and you can get your fucking slug of a husband a goddamn
prime rib. Are you a Lowry's couple?
No, I've never been to Lowry's in my life.
We should go. We should go.
I have no interest in going on the idea of having to go through a date ever again.
Courting
seems awful.
Yeah.
I would not be I don't even know what I would. There's so many people now at this point. Like, I have to talk to, and I love men. You know, I love men. You guys are great. I have to talk to you guys so much. There's no part of me that's like, man, I really miss another man in my life.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Hey, talk to him, sister. We're enough for you. I get it. I know all of us. You're right. You don't need more than us.
I have so many male friends. I don't.
By force.
Not by force,
but by happenstance.
Proximity. I don't.
Works, yeah.
I don't know if by force is the verb. Is where I want to go with these days.
You will be
by force.
You are my friend.
You will be my friend.
Mike, what would you say you would want to do if you weren't doing what you do now?
A middle relief pitching.
Yeah.
But
I understand that because I would
that's the best job in the world.
I would choose that 99 out of 100 times.
Oh my God! If I could just be a middle reliever with just one pitch, obviously you got to throw a heater, but if I just had some bite on a slider that people just couldn't catch up to.
It's funny, you know what it is too. What you're saying too. You're not looking to be a hero. You're looking to be a part of something bigger.
I'm just Scotch tape. I'm just putting these things together, dude.
Yeah.
You're a guy that can eat some innings. You're a guy.
Oh no, I don't want to eat innings. I want to be probably more of a specialist. Maybe give me 2 guys. I got to get out
in a big situation.
Yeah, because which would be a big situation.
You get to scream into your glove really loud.
Oh yeah, if it goes wrong.
Yeah.
This is a really good point to who you are, though, because you are, and I would call you this in any room. You are reliable.
Thank you.
I
appreciate that.
We know you're going to do a good job. You're going to be there when you're supposed to be there, and you're going to uplift the people around you.
Fun guy.
And
then if we're like, hey, we got.
That's why we keep you around. Yeah. No other man would tell me.
We got to. Yeah, I was like,
no other man is also very funny. I'm the only man.
Yeah. That's honestly the best possible answer. But yeah, I agree too, and it's kind of like what we had talked with Alex Flynn about, where it's like. I was thinking about this the other day because I was thinking about whenever we had gone to El Carmen a couple weeks ago. Put some back. That was a good time.
That was a good time.
And then even before that I don't remember what was the day that we all ended up at the Improv, and then we went to
Super Bowl.
Oh, the Super Bowl.
Oh my God!
Not the
we
Super
were
Bowl.
all out of line.
Ripped up.
That was. But I do feel as though Alec is another guy I feel the same way about. you're a guy I feel the same way about, where I'm like, if it gets to be a certain time of even the night and we're drinking and I'm with any, like, let's say you or let's say Alec, I'm like, nice, everything has gone according to plan up to now, and this is this is how it's supposed to be in this moment. Where I'm like, it's nice that all the right things happened today or even overall, that this is where we are right now and we're having a terrific time.
I'm a bumper ball of a bowling alley. I'm gonna keep you in the lane. We're not gonna go to the gutter. We might hover on the gutter.
Yeah, we might talk about the gutter.
We could hit a wall that's pretty shaky, and if it broke, you're in the gutter. We're gonna hold those walls.
We're gonna hold those walls, and I don't mean to keep us moving, but unfortunately, we're falling into this trap.
Keep it moving, Ryan.
All right. Wild animal for a pet. What would it be?
I would go with. I would love a Bengal tiger, but that seems extreme. If I could tame a honey badger, that'd be fun.
Dude,
I like a honey
badger. They're smart.
I feel like there's people, they're too spicy in nature. If I got them early and kind of trained them to be my guy, I'd love a good honey badger.
Incredible.
I don't know much about a honey badger except everybody says that it's a relentless, it just fucks shit.
Yes, but if it was in my corner.
And you could be like,
who needs a pit bull when you got a honey badger?
I
mean, that would be a bad, honestly, you break into a house and you see a honey badger, I think you would at first be like, oh shit, like a raccoon got in here. Or he's got the same idea as me. He's fucking shit up too.
I like the idea that you could tame a honey badger. A tamed honey badger would be nice if I could have it at the house.
Are you a pet guy?
I grew up as a pet guy, but as comedy is kind of, it's so a hard thing to have a dog. I would love to have a dog.
Yeah.
I can't even keep a succulent.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? It's like,
God, that ruins the podcast. It makes everybody so sad. Like, oh, God, I can't even get the succulent.
It's like you water it once a month. Okay.
Mike, what was the biggest major event at your high school?
I would say it was a couple things. First of all, the guys that I was mentioning earlier, a lot of it is by proxy. I wasn't physically there, but I was in high school, and we were the public school, and the private school was Moeller, and we had a huge rivalry, and we played them when I was a freshman. They were pretty good at basketball. They had like top prospects. One of them went to Xavier, which is a big school, and we actually almost beat them. So much so that there was a lot of shit talked during the game, and it escalated to them meeting all of our high school bullies and their high school bullies all met at a Skyline Chili, and we fought.
Wow.
And it was Sycamore versus Moeller, and outside in the parking lot.
I see.
Yeah. And it's a fun one. So I'm telling this through the lens of my brother was there in the fight. He's there, and Moeller all shows up, and they're strapping young lads. They're ready to go. Numbers are on their side. And
see, I'm picturing guys like standing in the back of trucks driving in. They have like a stick,
They probably had SUVs their fathers had bought.
I see.
These are good. These are well-to-do boys in the private school, and we're the public school guys. Which also we were an affluent public school, but we also were a public school. And I say that to say that all of them are there. They got numbers. Let's say it's like 40-20. The fight is about to go down. Sycamore is looking bad. And out of nowhere, like chariots coming through the fog, the hood shows up.
Oh, wow.
And Ravenwood.
You hear it from down the block.
And
from down the block, you hear.
Yeah. It was 3-6 Mafia pulls up. And it was Il Swill. It was I don't want to drop names, but it was like all these guys that like they pulled up and we won that fight.
Wow.
Let's go.
So the races teamed up.
There
was like a moment of like a white and black hand.
We didn't have a lot
together.
of Project Hazard within our township, but we had two, and they rode, and it was like a West Side Story. I've never seen the film or the play, but I think it's pretty much like that.
Where would is that where?
I haven't seen it either, but it does sound correct.
So that happened when I was a freshman, and then 4 years later, our baseball team was 0-21, and for some reason we ended up playing Moeller again. After that fight, we weren't able to play Moeller my whole high school career because they shut it down.
Yeah.
And it obviously escalated to a point where one of the guys actually was so drunk that night he wanted to fight another Moeller dude. He knocked on his door. His dad opened up. He was so drunk he thought it was the kid, and he punched the dad. He ended up going through some legal stuff. You can't hit an adult man in the face as
That's
a teenager.
Also pretty sweet though that you got your lick back so much in fact that you punched someone's
It was
dad.
Generational trauma. Yeah. It was good. So
you know what happened?
Fuck Moeller.
But my
thanks
college,
for King Jr.
There was a guy that thought he was going into a house where a frat party was. He got the wrong house. Banged the door open, knocked the door. The guy shot him.
Wasn't this story? Wasn't
Dead
the guy-
ass.
This
Dead
guy
ass.
was this
That's
guy-
electric.
Isn't that
I
crazy? He
didn't
was
see that twist.
I know. No. He was sitting on his chair watching TV.
But he had his gun already.
He had his gun just sitting there.
Yeah.
And then a guy banged the door open, just shot him.
Imagine how
love
convenient that is. If you're just sitting there with you just have your gun already.
That's
What-
Texas,
where-
brother.
Oh, that's right. That's Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, that ain't
tracks.
Connecticut.
I was like, what part of Hartford is this happening?
No.
First of all, there are parts of Hartford it's happening.
Sure.
Oh,
But probably not with a rifle or anything.
So we weren't able to play them for years. Into my senior year of baseball, we're 0-21. We had to play Moeller. We beat them. We
Were
made
you on
sure
the
it's
team?
1-20.
Were you on the 0-21 team?
Didn't make the team either. Everything is by proxy, that whole thing. But I remember that. Otherwise, the funny thing is that's the story. But also, we had a tornado rip through our high school at some point too.
That is crazy.
So either or.
Where would you guys? Was there a lot of planned?
Tornadoes?
Planned tornadoes. Was there a lot of planned fighting at your
Yes,
school?
yeah.
That was always interesting to me because this would happen at my school too. But two people would like beef at school,
Yes.
and then they would be like, all fucking like it's.
Yeah.
This weird thing of like holding off where if it was me and I was going to get into a fight and they're like tomorrow 3:00, by the time 3:00 came around tomorrow, I'd be like, oh man, I'm not really as fired up as I was about this.
Well, yeah, that's the mental game attached to
Yeah.
it. But like,
gotta stay hyped up.
we had a fight night. I remember everybody would fight, and we'd have boxing gloves, and people would come to somebody's backyard, and we would fight.
Yeah.
And then we had a couple good cul-de-sacs. I remember two guys were fighting, but then the women got involved in it, and I'll never forget somebody screaming, I put his ass. And that was the girl that was attached to the guy that was losing the fight, but they were fighting in a side thing, and her fight back was that she ate the man's ass that they were fighting over.
Jesus. Most memorable fight, just memorable night of that type of thing. We were at my friend Justin's house near a park called Almondale. Went down at Almondale. It was a park that was in a different high school district. And it was kids from different high school. We got word through the line while we were drinking at Justin's house that there was going to be two women fighting shortly at Almondale Park, two high school women. So we were like,
we love a female.
So we're like,
it's the best.
all right, let's grab our beers and we'll walk over to the park. We're there. The one girl's there and she's ready to go. I forget her name, but she was the favorite. And then you see the other car pull in with the other girl, and it's like a big moment. And I do remember I was vividly there, and I was drunk, and I was yelling, "Tip the car!" And I was like, "That's good." So when the girl gets out of the car, fights with this girl, she loses. And the favorite wins, and then that girl goes, you know what? I'm gonna call this other girl, and she's gonna come down here and fuck you up.
Ooh,
and
I love
This
that.
girl's like, fuck her, call her. I don't give a fuck. And then we're waiting there 15 minutes. Other girl pulls up.
Yes.
She gets out of the car. Favorite whoops her ass also.
Oh no!
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that.
Absolutely electric night.
That's fun.
She was
That's
a hero.
fun.
I love when females get. We had a guy that would talk smack to a girl in our class, and one day she snapped on the way to the buses and just hit him with the biggest history books you could find right over the head.
One of those
And
Maxwell
I was like
books.
right there. I was like 10 feet away. I was like, this is.
That's a WWF hardcore match
it
in
was
my
great,
mind.
dude. Jerry the J.R. Lawler came through.
All right, you can go next.
No, we gotta move on.
All right.
Yep.
What?
We gotta got into it here. So
Also, have I ever been asked to leave an establishment, Rullabulla, Mill Avenue? They told me that I was too drunk to get in. And I looked at him and said, "You telling me nobody's drunk in there?" And they kicked me.
That is, I think, one of my favorite questions is, have you ever been asked?
Yeah, that was the one thing I wanted to.
That is very,
They were
very
they were
funny.
like, "So you can't finish sentences?" I was like, "You telling me everybody in there can finish sentences?"
Yeah. Let's bring them
You
out.
wanted to bring out the guys you had to let in, sir.
Let's do Are You
One
Smarter?
of my best counterpoints.
Are
You're
You
like, I'm
Smarter
a lot
than
like the
fifth
people in
grader?
Yeah,
I'm a lot like the people in there.
yeah.
Okay, so what was the last time you raised a voice, got into it with a stranger? Do you have something in particular where you go, I need to let this off my chest?
I recently got into it's what's funny about my my confrontation style is I don't know, I feel like calm conversations turn into people being like, dude, you were pretty heated last night. I was like, that wasn't even me heated.
Because
Yeah.
you didn't.
If you really get me to a point, then you'll see. But like, I am very direct and blunt in conversation when I want to. I don't know. I guess I enjoy confrontation, which is probably not a great thing. But I love discourse. Is like one of my
Yeah.
favorite things. And I'm like, yo, let's have this conversation. So me and my buddy Reddish, we were out drinking recently in Phoenix, and we probably had a 25-minute ordeal. And he's also the same way, East Coast Boston raised, and we're just arguing Denzel versus Leonardo DiCaprio. And I stood my ground.
You stood on Denzel.
I stood on Denzel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he has, because the argument's always, well, Denzel's the same character in every role. It's like, well, that's why he's the best movie star of all time, because I don't give a shit what the movie is. I want to watch Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Do whatever he wants to do with this role.
Yeah.
I saw Gladiator 2 only because he was in it. He was acting in a different movie than everybody else. And I would have paid to see that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At any point, did any staff from the bar come over and be like, "Hey guys"?
Oh, dude, I get that a lot. Like, you guys good? And I'm like, we're fine.
We're talking
This
about
is one of
Leonardo.
my
Oh,
closest
yeah.
friends.
We're talking about Leonardo DiCaprio. What about with a stranger? Do you have a memorable time recently you've gotten into
A
it with
stranger.
a stranger? In any sense?
I got into a stranger. It goes back to my relationship. I am in a good, healthy relationship where I defend her honor in any way. Okay. I was in Tampa Bay with a buddy of mine, and we're at a wing spot, Hat Tricks, good wings, some of the best wings in Tampa. If we want to
Was
keep
your lady
talking
there?
wings. And she was there, but she was on a phone call.
I see.
And
I thought maybe somebody was spouting off anti-Vietnamese rhetoric whenever your lady wasn't around.
honestly, I'd be on their side. It's like, dude, they're crazy, aren't they? I mean, you believe these people? You should get her around her family, buddy. I mean, I'm on his side on that. But no. So this guy, we were all sitting at a table, and my girl is not there. And this guy takes the chair that she was in, because it looks open, and gives it to the buddy that just added to their table. And I was like,
Never asks you.
didn't ask, took it.
Insane.
That's crazy.
Out of line.
Insane. Now, here's his counterpoint: is there was another open chair, and I was like, and I said, "Yo, man, did you? That's my girl's chair," and he was like, "Oh, well, there's another chair open." I was like, "Yeah, but that's my girl's chair. That's where my girl's sitting," and he turned it into something where he was like, "This isn't that big of a deal," and I was like, "Well, do you have a girlfriend?" And he said no, and I was like, "All right, then you wouldn't know what the hell I'm talking about."
Yeah.
That's my girl's chair, because he's looking at another open chair at our table. I was like, well, then get that chair. I'll give you that chair if you ask. It turned into a thing where then all of a sudden he's talking about, he was bigger than me physically and all that shit. And he's like, I hear him whispering to his friends like little man syndrome and shit like that. I had dudes with me, but I'm not going to fight this man.
No.
Yeah,
But also I'm like, yo, man, you want to have a conversation about this?
You're also a very good de-escalator.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even though you're at the moment you're escalating, you're also like, hey, this isn't turning into this. He's somebody that using his physical whatever to ramp it up to here.
Because I don't want to fight.
Yeah.
I want to let you know you're wrong. You're being disrespectful, not only to me, to my girl. And you're not going to take that chair.
Also, I will say this as a woman, okay? If I pick a chair at a table, I pick that chair.
Yes.
There's a reason I picked that chair. Maybe there was something on the other seat. Maybe there was something. I'm crazy. So if we sat down at a table and some person took the exact seat that I was looking at, I'd be like, "What, you didn't tell them to take the other chair?" I would
that's
say
a
that.
moment.
And
that's a moment.
Yeah.
And that's a moment. And now we're beefing because
Yes.
this guy didn't respect your table.
Did you get up at all during this, or
I was already standing.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he thought that but dude, this is our table. We've been here for the whole.
Yeah.
I don't think it was football season. I don't know what the game was, but it was like, yo, man, also. Get your etiquette right. Restaurant etiquette is important. You don't know what the fuck's going on. Don't just take chairs.
There could
But
be
he
someone
thought
coming later.
He wanted to be big balls when I push back. All of a sudden it goes to physical stuff. To your point, I can de-escalate because I know physically I'm not going to one-on-one beat a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I know that
It's a mental game.
But you're not going to disrespect me.
Yeah.
Like it's like your backbone might physically be bigger than my backbone, but I'm
Yeah.
going to be more firm on mine.
Yeah. I also hate it when people bring up the physicality of a situation to justify
Too quick.
their shitty opinion.
Then you're wrong.
Or
here.
whatever.
If
Yeah.
it goes straight to fighting, then you're admitting you're wrong.
Yeah. Like, you don't have an actual debate for taking the chair, so you're going to go, "Oh, this guy's smaller than me?"
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
That was a fun one.
Yeah.
And then my girl didn't come back for like 20 minutes, and I was like, "Baby, I almost got knocked out because you." What are you doing? You gotta
who
look.
are we talking to?
yeah. Because then I look like I don't have a girlfriend.
yeah. And this guy gets no pussy. Hey,
Wait.
I think it's funny because I just imagine where he's like little man syndrome. I can imagine like, dude, I'm not even like.
Then I'm like, buddy, I'm average. then it's that conversation.
Yeah,
You know, a lot more people are 5'9" than you'd think.
Yeah. Look, you're looking up famous 5'9" people.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at that. William Randolph Hearst.
You know,
5'9".
Napoleon almost conquered the world, you cocksucker.
Napoleon famously loved. Never mind.
Do you
Getting cucked.
No, he would tell his wife to not wash her. He wanted her to fart and not wash.
You're
He
upsetting
was
me.
crazy.
I'm upset. I
got
don't want to
He
hear
would.
this.
He would be like,
I don't wanna hear
when
this.
I get back, don't wash your drawer. Your drawers.
She
No.
cheated on him all the time.
I know. That's what, watching that movie stunk shit. But watching it the whole time, I was just like, my
Forgot about
God.
the fucking movie.
I never
Watching
even watched it because
It's
I heard it was
Dude.
bad.
But it just, you feel
Ridley
bad.
Scott's falling off.
You feel bad for the
On
guy.
and
He has
on
control
and
of
on.
the world, and he's just getting cucked to no belief. Wow, it's really
And we saw it in one of those fancy East Side theaters too, the Vista.
the one you like.
I just went to the Vista last night, saw the birds.
That's the only time I've ever been there, and it left a taste in my mouth.
Go back. They get good audio.
Here's
yeah.
the
That's their
problem
whole
that
thing,
we're at
man.
right
Yeah.
now.
They just redid their audio for the film
The
Heat.
problem is that we have the AMC pass.
Yeah, but they don't show old movies.
I know. I always try to, and I always miss,
I go to that
I miss
all the time.
because we live right by the New Bev. I
Yes.
miss all the good shit at New
I
Bev.
go all the time.
They got in trouble the other day, or there was like a big stink at
'cause
the New Bev.
They were
They're
they
showing
showed
titties.
Deep Throat.
Yeah, they're
and in Deep
showing-
Throat, there's something that it wasn't a lot of. There was something.
There's
going
something.
on.
Apparently, Hollywood was bad back then, which caused a
Because it's
stir.
good. It's good now.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I was like,
No,
wait,
I
are you
think
going to
there's-
protest every movie?
there's
Make Hollywood great again.
There was something fucked up with Deep Throat, or something. She was like,
So-
not all the way. Something. I don't know what was going on. I don't
Well,
know.
they're
enough
showing softcore porn all month, so that's why
Was it
they
like porn month?
It is.
Pornathon.
I haven't been in a couple months.
But
I don't need
what
to see that.
is there like a special announcement up top to be like, there will be no jork in it?
I would.
There will be
I
no
haven't-
cranking off.
I haven't been, but I would like to go get eyes on that first 5-minute speech. Because they usually
Yeah.
do cover the film. They're like, this,
Yeah.
this movie is this. Steven Spielberg did this. This is an influence here. Blah blah blah. And that one's like, this is Deep Throat.
It just shows. It just on the screen. It just shows a guy jacking off with a circle and a line through it.
You can have a half chub, but full chubs will be removed.
We have a chub. They have like
chub threshold.
facial recognition for chubs.
and do not even think about putting it through the popcorn. Do not even think.
You ever try that one?
I didn't have good game in movie theaters. I think I had a hand on a shoulder during Spider-Man 2 one time.
It's huge. First time I finger banged was in a movie theater. You're not. I'll give you one guess at the movie, and you won't get it. Even
You
close.
told me that I was your first.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Finger banging in a movie theater.
First
and
movie.
Yeah, and how old are you?
I am 32 years old.
Oh damn!
It's impossible.
District 9.
Gran Torino.
No! Get off my porch! Oh my god! That's wild! I love that movie.
Yeah, you know what it was? I think we went and saw one movie. And I was like, I just didn't have it in me. And then I was like, let's stick around. What else is playing? And
But then Gran Torino played, and you went, "This is the one."
What are you up to?
That's,
I
Great-
do also.
great film.
Just recently, I watched District 9. Still hits.
does it?
It is. It's even more relevant now than before.
I had sex in District 9 one time.
In the theater,
In
or
the
in the?
theater.
You went to District 9 itself.
theater.
you
the
traveled.
theater?
We waited 4 weeks. It was pretty died down by then. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, we're up there. Shout out to Phoenix Harkins.
You ever get into a fight with a family member?
That's like all of our conversations.
Yeah.
I feel like every conversation I have with my family member is like one sentence away from being a fight, and sometimes
Is it
you
all
just choose.
on the edge? Is it all politely confrontational?
So our family is very passive aggressive, actually, and I think I've gotten more aggressive as I've aged.
Interesting.
And then that's the fun thing about being in a relationship with my girl. They're all aggressive.
Yeah.
So
Love
it
it.
is an interesting dynamic. But no, I would say our confrontations, our family has not, they're few and far between, but they happen for sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to air them out too much, but
Oh, no.
yes.
No. We were just talking about at the beginning of like the different ways that families, whatever. My family, if we have an issue, we're talking about it all night long. It is a
Yes.
3-4 hour situation at the dinner
in
table.
a therapy
Yes.
setting.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no,
I was-
we're not doing that.
Oh, yeah.
These
We
are
get
smart
it-
people.
We ended at tears, and then we never talk
No,
about it
that's
again.
what literally. That's exactly what I said in the intro. Is about how things will escalate to the point of shouting, and then it's completely over, never talked about. It's the same idea as like being bad at home, and your mom or dad or whoever's like, when I get home, I'm gonna fight, and then they get home and it's nothing.
Yeah.
Oh no! When
It's
we're all
all
talking at the table, it's
repressed.
like I'm at law school. I'm like
have-
trying to figure out how
Oh,
to say
really?
what I want to say without it hurting me even more.
I will say, as I've aged, I've gotten better at trying to communicate like that because I know it's something that is a blind spot. But we usually just scream.
Oh, if it's just me and Allie,
I can't even imagine.
that's scary.
Yeah.
It's
Do you
just-
guys do you guys have a lot of?
No, but when we do, it's like a
It's-
bomb went off. It is because it's the same person.
Yeah.
So, but she always ends up winning because I get tired. So I go, just fucking forget it.
I definitely have and do get into it more with Allie than I do with Kelly.
I could see that.
Which is very, very funny.
Well,
because there are times when it's like I am like, everything's good on this front, and then I turn around and there's like another, like a spawn off of where you're like, okay, there she is, I got this, and you turn around and it's like a different one, but the same. You're like,
and Allie's like, hey, I'm also mad.
In a fun, more nuanced way.
In a different kind of way. God.
What's a current thing in your life that pisses you off a little bit? Anything making you angry right now?
I think it's. I feel like it's just the amount of people that think that they need to have an opinion on shit. I think that pisses me off so much. Is like, I think, and it's really a big overarching anger of like where we're at with social media and like our society. But you're like, sometimes, I guess my thing is sometimes we should all just sit at home and be like, hey, here's a crazy thought. What if you just shut the fuck up?
Yeah, 100%.
And keep it moving.
The commentator society
I hate it.
But
so much.
It's because look at us right now, but it's because everybody can have their own technical broadcast. Everybody can have their own like channel. Everybody can have their own thing. Like,
but we're self-aware and we are entertaining. We should be talking more.
Yeah.
Everybody else should be shutting the fuck up.
Well, it is nuts because you'll see people have an opinion on a topic that is so complicated and whatever. And you're like, correct me if I'm wrong. You just found out about this.
Yes.
You did or did not just find out that this conflict even existed. And now you have an expert opinion out of nowhere?
And there's no face-to-face interaction because the thing is, a lot of these comments, if I asked you 2 follow-up questions, you have no fucking foothold of what your argument was. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're just instigating more.
Yes.
I don't like it. I hate it. It makes me angry. And that is like an overarching anger that I have.
Yeah, I mean, and also with everything, the arguments and whatever happening on social media, you're missing so many of the nonverbal cues that are needed in a face-to-face conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say something insane to you in person, you're going to at least give me a look like, what the fuck was that?
Yes.
And then I go, okay, I'm in the wrong there, whatever. But when we're just typing to each other, it's like someone could say the cruelest thing ever and be like, I don't know who read that.
Well, there's a lot of people who their entire idea is to get a rise out of people, not even like for their own sake of views or whatever this, but that's all they want is to like trigger somebody or whatever on either side. That's what they want, the same thing. But God damn it! You had said something the other day that meant that with the positions that we're put in of like being online and the cruel things that people will say, especially I feel like to like female comedians and that type of people. It's because these to everybody, but it's like there's not that connection with it, so they don't view you as a human being. They view you as literally a character on a television show.
Yeah, like we're
it's
in the
same
screen.
Idea. Yeah.
That's what's weird. I'm like, I never thought that would be the way that I'm perceived in a screen. You know what I mean? Like, 20 years ago, it was unless you're in movies or TV, no one has access to you at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here it's like, no, they're literally calling me fat as if I'm never going to see it.
Well, they'll be like, this girl is this or this guy is that. And it's like, I'm this guy.
Yeah.
I posted this.
Oh, that's what's crazy.
Like, you're like, yo, what is this comment? You're talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm taking a shit right now. I just found peace in the valley. All of a sudden, you're ruining my day.
It's the same idea as being like, man, fuck you, Homer Simpson. And he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I fucking hate this guy. And he's like, dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
if Homer responded,
but it's like
electric.
that's the view of a lot of people. I think this middle part, it doesn't connect at all in their mind, and they're just like, oh, that's a character, that's a cartoon, basically.
Yeah.
I can treat this person however I want. And it's not me being like, boo-hoo, treat comedians better. It's just an interesting thing of like a lot of people I don't think view it as like there is another person on the end of this thing. They're screaming into a cup on a string and not realizing that it's taped to someone's ear.
We have this thing has only been around for X amount of years, whether it's social media going back to 2004 is Facebook, 2008 is Twitter, 2012 is Instagram, all that shit. We have no etiquette. Yeah. We still have no etiquette, and we're young in it, and we're not mature enough as a society to understand that these aren't the ways to do it. I feel bad for the kids. I feel bad. I'm 39. mine. So like I've lived through all the transition of it, and I am exhausted in trying to adjust every X amount of years to the new thing that's coming.
Yeah.
So that shit pisses me off, but it also probably only pisses us off because we're in it so much more than most people. But
you can't turn it off because you have to for your career.
Dude, my
but
girl
also,
doesn't even have Instagram. She's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's living. She's
You know what I did see the other day though? I saw like a child therapist was writing down the stuff that kids were saying and that came in whatever. And one of the things was a 6-year-old that was like, I wish my parents would finally put their phones down.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh shit. Like,
what are the parents doing? The parents are
just scrolling, probably. Literally,
the parents are
doing a whole lot of nothing.
You see the parents and they're doing like dances together on TikTok. Like you're like, oh god.
You actually follow the parents?
Oh my god, I hate
I know them.
I hate like the dancing families where you're like, you know these kids.
There are some
fucking
families, the
it.
10 kids in 10 years. You ever seen those guys? They're Mormons or something.
No.
They're off, brother.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, I sound Irish.
But you know what? Also, it's I empathize with the people that are cruel to others on social media because at base level, it's fun to be bad.
Yeah.
They're having a good time with it. It's fun to be bad. I get it. It's
If
not
you're
right.
under 18, okay.
It's fun to be bad.
Yeah.
But if you're an adult that's also like at the same doctor's appointments as me, I need you to lock it in.
Yes.
But it's that it's fun to be bad, and so many people wrongfully, most of them feel as though they've been put down or put into a box, and they're like, well, if you want to, it's everybody feels this way. I think of also like they're almost getting revenge, where they're like, oh yeah, I'm a piece of shit because I love this fucking certain political party. Well, then I'll fucking show you a piece of shit.
Yeah, but you
know?
can't be getting your mole checked out and also be telling me I can't vote. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta stay in your lane.
Yeah.
You have issues. I know
Well,
you do.
Know
Yes.
thyself. Right? And also shut the fuck up.
Yeah. All right. Dying on the Hill. Any opinion take that you have that no one else agrees with that you would like to?
No, I don't know. Dying on a hill. I mean, I think that more people should die.
All right, next question.
I think public execution should come back. I think people should all be required to work at a restaurant, and
That's a good one.
that's always a good one. But I do think
That's
more people
agreeable,
do
I think.
agree with that. But I do think everybody should be required by law to work 6 months in a restaurant, and I think
Rather
that
than the
would
military?
minimize. Yes, right. I mean, well, because then it trains you how to be a person in society. It teaches you restaurant etiquette. You might fuck around and learn Spanish.
I was going to say, you also, it's the same idea as leaving your hometown, going to college, whatever, where people are like, oh, people move away from somewhere. They go to college and they all of a sudden they're changed or they're like indoctrinated. And it's like, no, you're literally just meeting different types of people or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think with restaurant too, where you're like, you meet a lot of different kinds of people. And there's plenty of people you meet where you're like, I want to be nothing like that guy. And then you meet other people who are like, oh, I like this guy. This, like, you picking up little things slowly
It
from
teaches
people.
you what not to do as much as it teaches you what to do in
Yes.
public places, public discourse, and like in restaurants specifically, how to treat people. Because that's like, I mean, that's one of my biggest pet peeves is how people treat people in restaurants. If you are bad at that, I would never have not only a relationship with you in a loving way, but a friendship with you.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even. I'm out on that.
I think it also humanizes all kinds of different people.
Yeah.
That it should, I mean, you would think that you would have
would
that
hope.
naturally.
I've
but-
seen some people work in restaurants and also be assholes in public too. You're like, yo, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of that thing. And then also you would never go up to the bartender and be like, what kind of beers you have? And then they rattle off 20 and you're like, did you say Bud Light? I'll do that Bud Light. Buddy, that was number one.
Dog, I was talking about
Maybe I just rattled off 20 beers.
Yeah.
3 Oktoberfest.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so here's the deal, Mike. We've talked about, some things that anger us throughout the day to day and whatnot, but we like to end this podcast on a happy note.
Yeah.
Okay. You're a stand-up comedian, a great one at that. You've been doing it for a long time. Let's say all of this went away. Podcasting, entertainment, et cetera, et cetera. Sports isn't going to go away. We got to leave sports with it. We have to.
Vietnamese women.
maybe you no longer do entertainment in regards to sports, okay?
Yeah.
You're living a life that is without all this stuff. What does that look like for you and that kind of happiness?
I think I just probably, I've been watching a lot of these guys just building little hole dugout homes in the woods and shit. And I'm like, dude, these guys might have it all figured out. I think it's deep mountain living. And it's probably nature, living in nature and being like, I don't know, maybe a park ranger seems nice.
Whoa.
But the risk of a
Interesting.
park ranger, I always think about this, is there's a high you kind of get the luck of the draw at the beginning of your assignment. You could be at a bad park.
Yeah.
Because there are bad parks.
Might end up at fucking Arches.
I don't know. No, Arches would be good.
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Arches would be good, but like you grew up in Connecticut, there's some spotty ones.
There's some like random like just reservoirs that technically it's
ones
a
in Ohio.
park. Like,
but I would love that. Like if I could just be a park ranger in like Yosemite or Yellowstone or something.
Would you wear the hat? You think you'd wear the hat?
Yes.
You gotta.
I would do a bolo tie, hat.
The way I would be so proud to be a park ranger.
Yeah, I think so completely. Because then
Yeah.
you give talks to like kids about like bear safety. You know what I'm saying?
You can also not be a pretentious asshole when you're the expert. You're actually a nice expert because they're looking towards you. Because I sometimes know too much, and then all of a sudden I listen to myself. I'm like, I'm just being a pretentious asshole that watched too many YouTube podcasts on this thing. At that park, I'm cooking.
Oh yeah, you're the guy.
You're completely necessary.
I get to be an expert. I get to be, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. You know what's funny? It's similar to what you're saying with what you've been watching. I've been getting a lot of, for some reason, fire lookout content. You know what I'm talking about? These people?
What is that?
They're like these, you get a job as like a fire lookout. You're almost like a lifeguard of the forest.
Oh.
You sit way up at the top of the whole thing. They helicopter you in, helicopter you out. It's like this woman up there I keep seeing with like her and her dog. But you're in this little like,
she's getting paid?
yeah. It's like a studio apartment. Looks like a big lifeguard hut with glass windows all around. And you're just up there in nature and you're just making sure you don't see fucking smoke.
If you
see smoke, you go, oh.
If you had a busy day, it's a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even have to fight the fire. You're just telling people that you saw a fire.
If you have too busy of a day, you're dead.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Your busiest day is death.
Yeah.
Is your last day.
Helicopter this lady in, helicopter her out. It's pretty lit.
Nature is not. I always find peace in nature. I'm a big outdoors guy. I've climbed some mountains. I've done some stuff, and it always is like, it's good. So I like that.
Does your girlfriend also like to hike and do all that stuff?
I gotta push her a little bit. She's not. She'll complain a little bit, but then she's also like, we've done some hikes, and then we get there, and she's like, "Oh, I get what's going on." That's you kind of have to
I'm
like.
in the same exact boat. Because whenever we went to Montana during 2020, and we did like Glacier National Park in Yellowstone, there was a few hikes that I was like, "This is a little much." Even I'm not even into this anymore.
Yeah.
And you get backcountry, especially, and there's signs that are like grizzly bear, all this. But then when you'd pull up to a lake that has like 5 waterfalls going into it, and you're like, "Oh, this is great."
So our day would be probably like the perfect day with us as a couple would be, I'm gonna go climb to the top of this mountain that you're looking at from the meadow by the lake. Just stay by the lake.
Yeah.
And she would have a lovely day.
Yeah.
She would love that. She would bring some food. She maybe a bottle of wine.
And you're like, you frolic down here. I'm gonna watch.
I'm gonna
you
go
through
do this
binoculars.
thing. Yeah, I'm gonna get eyes on you. I'm gonna watch for the fire.
That's a good relationship
Yeah.
of going, hey, we're in the vicinity of each other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You're gonna do, and then we're gonna reconvene and have a lovely little evening.
Because she knows what doesn't make her happy and what does make her happy more than anybody I've ever met.
Oh.
And that's good. And so like,
That's
all right.
easy.
I mean,
That's
the relationships
nice.
are hard, and that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, amazing.
Park Ranger Turner.
Park Ranger.
Dude,
PRT.
PRT.
This has been
Hey,
so
it's never
fun.
too late.
Great guest. Great job.
Thank you, guys.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you so much,
I'll
Mike.
see you at a local dive bar soon.
Oh yeah, but wait.
Tony.
Before we go a drinking, where can the people find you?
So at Turner Comedy on all social media, TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. And then on YouTube, I just dropped a special that you can catch the whole hour on YouTube. It's on my YouTube. It's at Michael Turner Comedy. But if you're ever in doubt, just look up turnercomedy.com. All that stuff is all right there. So.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff easy to find.
Yeah.
You're the man, dude. Thank you so much.